Let us start Module 3, Project Planning. In this presentation, we will see business planning process. What is business planning? Business planning means deciding in advance all the activities which a businessman wish to do. There are many decisions which every businessman has to take. Before he actually starts the business, there must be a detailed plan which tells which product to produce, whether FMCG product, whether industrial product, what kind of a product he should produce, what should be the price, should it be low price, high price or medium price. This depends on the nature of product, on the cost and customer's ability to pay. In which market he should sell? Should he sell in rural market or urban market? What will be the sales target? How much sales he is expecting? In some markets, the product is appreciated very much, but in another market, the product is not appreciated so much. Therefore, sales are not same in all the markets. In some market, they are high and in some market, they are low. Accordingly, the sales targets must be decided. And the most important is, what will be the profit margin? How much profit can be earned? All this is decided in a very systematic way, by way of planning. Now, let us see different steps in business planning process. Just see, these are the steps in business planning. Analysis of internal environment, analysis of external environment, developing strategies at different levels, arrangement of resources and its allocation or its distribution, then implementation of planning, and finally review, that is to study again, to see and check again whether the planning is correct or not. If any mistakes are identified, then immediate correction has to be done. All this is possible if review, rechecking is done from time to time. Let us see each step in little more detail. Analysis of external environment includes detailed study of government policies, taxation policies, licensing policies, pricing controls, then study of competitor strategy. Competitors are producing similar products with their brand name. It is very important to study their pricing policy, their product, what design my competitors are giving, what size, shape, color they are using, what is their pricing policy, is it very high or is it very low, what is their packaging policy, what type of packaging they are using, plastic packaging, cardboard packaging, what kind of a packaging they are using. At the same time, it is necessary to study promotional policies also. That is, the nature of advertisement, the nature of free samples, the kind of discounts which they are offering to the customers. That means it is very important to study competitors' strategy. Analysis of external environment includes understanding of customers. Customer is the central point. Customer is the king. So, it is very important to study customers' preferences, their needs, their problems, to find out whether my product is a good solution to their problem. What are their requirements? What is their culture? What is their social environment? What kind of a language they speak? What kind of festivals they celebrate? What kind of a dressing they adopt? So, it is very important to study social environment, cultural environment of the customers. Now, the last point talks about international environment. In case of producers who are selling their products in another country, that means those producers who are exporting the product, for them understanding of international environment is very important. It makes great impact on business, and so it is necessary to study the policies of WTO, that is World Trade Organization. Also necessary to study economic policies and trade policies of different trade blocs like European Union, ASEAN and many other trade blocs. Okay, now let us go to the next point, the next step. The next step is to formulate the strategy, to create the strategy for the company. After understanding internal and external environment, now it is a time to formulate the strategy. Strategies are created at different levels. At top management level, at divisional level by divisional heads, and also by head of the department, by heads of different departments, that is production department, purchase department, sales department, marketing department, finance department, and also at lower management level where actual implementation of all the strategies take place. Strategies must be analyzed from cost benefit point of view. That is, how much cost the company is incurring to earn a certain level of profit, benefit. It is needed to study production cost, distribution cost, and all other expenses, and of course, the profit generated. Production cost will include the cost of raw material, the cost of fuel, the cost of electricity, the cost of labor, their wages. Distribution cost will include transportation cost, the cost of warehousing, the cost of sales, advertising. All these costs which are incurred, they have to be analyzed properly and find that after spending so much money, what and how much the profit can be earned. Okay, now let us go to the fourth point, the fourth step. Business planning process is arrangement of resources and its allocation, that is its distribution. Every business uses physical resources like land, building, plant and machinery, raw material, tools, spare parts, packing material, handling material, many other physical resources. Then comes capital resources, that is the total investment made in the business and the finance money available to do the business. Is my company financially sound? Is my company having all the money required to do the business, to carry on all the activities? To study this is very important. And finally, the most important is human resource, that is, employees, people working in the company. That is, the nature of manpower, their skills, their knowledge, their qualification, their training, their appointment for right post, their attitude, their capacity to work, their productivity. All these are very important points and they must be studied, because study of human resource is very, very essential at the time of formulating the strategy and arranging or allocation of resources. Okay, now let us see further. After planning each and every stage, now it is a time for actual implementation. This involves giving proper direction, giving proper orders to the actually those who are going to implement, coordinating. Proper connection must be there between all the departments: production department, packaging department, quality control department, transportation, warehousing. They all must be coordinated properly. They must have a proper connection among themselves. Making employees understand the process and system of working is very, very important. Otherwise, implementation will create lot of problems. Implementation also includes motivating the employees to work hard and to work more accurately, correctly, so that mistakes are minimum and wastage is also controlled. Waste of raw material, waste of time, waste of machinery leads to high cost and ultimately to losses. So, wastage must be controlled. Now, the last step in business planning process is review. Finally, the plan which is implemented must be reviewed, rechecked from time to time. It is necessary to find out the following factors. What factors must be reviewed? A businessman or an entrepreneur must see whether all the business activities are happening exactly according to the plan, and the expected results are also seen by the company. What are the expected results? The sales target, maybe market expansion, the profit which is expected, whether it is achieved or not. Then the review related to products quality is also very important. It is necessary to find whether it is maintained and developed according to the plan. And finally, very important is that the review must include if the company is enjoying the profit as per the target, as it is decided. Has the company earned more profit than the estimate, or less than the estimate, or just similar to the estimates? That also must be reviewed. If the company is earning more profit, then the company has to do further planning of reinvesting that profit in the business for further expansion of business. In case if the company has earned profit less than targeted, than estimated, then immediately the company, the entrepreneur must find out what are the reasons for getting low profit, and accordingly the corrective measures have to be taken. So these are the steps which are included in business planning process.